Yes, hello, and welcome to the Holy Priest Healing Guide for Cataclysm 4.1.0. We've thrown you straight into the fray here. This isn't really going to cover stuff like stat priorities, etc., talents, blah blah blah, but you can always ask in the comments if you would like some information on those. I am holy, yes, and you should always have light well down during a boss fight. As you can see, I have light well down right in front of me there. Right, what am I doing here? I'm using Healbot to heal everyone. Get Healbot if you don't have it, and then bind up all your spells to it, because you can easily target each of your party members. You can see Healbot down there in the bottom right hand corner. This is just a boss fight in Tolvir, I believe it's called. I can't remember precisely, but anyway, yes, get Healbot if you don't have it, and keep bind all your spells to it. Right, the main thing you're going to be doing during a boss fight is keeping Renew up on the tank. Renew is a priority, always have Renew up. Then you're going to be using Heal. This fight is a very mobile fight, so I wasn't using heal very much. The occasional heal I would do, but mainly I'm running around using Circle of Healing, which you can see is in my action bar top left. It's on cooldown currently right now. But that's the main skill I'm using during this fight, because you have to move a lot because he throws bombs on the floor, and if you stand on those bombs, you're going to take a lot of damage, so you don't want to do that. Every time I do get a chance to cast, it's usually Prayer of Healing, so I can heal the whole party, because a lot of these people were just standing on the bombs, so, you know, I had to do a lot of party healing. But the main thing you're going to want to do is keep Renew up on the tank, and throw a heal on him whenever you can, also using the Chakra State spell, which is, I can't remember its exact name. It's on my action bar, the bottom action bar, the one that's glowing. I've actually forgotten its name, which is rather annoying. You should always be using that on him as well, because it's an instant, pretty much 10k non-crit heal. So you should always be using that on him. Also throwing Prayer of Mending on him whenever you can, because as you know, Prayer of Mending, you put it on one target, it bounces to the rest of the party, then bounces back. So always good to keep that up on the tank. I'll just let you have a little watch here of it's in action. But we've got a good tank here, we just had to get rid of the other one before this fight. But this guy is a lot better than the other one. As you can see, I'm trying to do a bit of DPS while I can. Just to help, just throw my wand in every time that I can. But as you'll see, I'm just casting heal the percentage of the fight, because I want to keep Renew up on the tank. And I'm not using the AoE Chakra State, the AoE healing Chakra State, because I don't feel that I need it at the moment. I would rather have the instant heal from it, from Serendipity State. And there you go, there's immediate boss kill. Now we swiftly go on to the second boss fight. Same thing here, make sure I've got a light well down, as you can see that right in front of me. It's going to be the same thing really, make sure you're keeping up Renew on the tank. And then throwing in a heal whenever you can. And also using, pretty much whenever Circle Healing is off cooldown, you're going to be using that. As you can see, I pretty much use that all the time. I'm using Prayer of Mending a lot, throwing that to whichever party member needs a heal. As you saw, that just bounced to the other party member. You may see in a minute a good tactic to use against boss fights. Whenever you get aggroed. I'm not exactly sure when it comes up, but I know it does. You're going to want to dodge this when he does his spinning thing. You're going to just want to do a run from that. As you can see, I'm moving away from him while using Circle of Healing whenever it's off cooldown. As you go, there it is straight away. Now I can see someone's low there, so I'm just going to pop a couple of heals on them. Pop Renew on them. Make sure they're staying full. And obviously Circle Healing whenever it's off cooldown. There it is. Oh no, wait. Yep, irrelevant anyway. So this is going to be your sort of main tactic during the fights. You're going to be wanting to heal. Heal is going to be your main priority throughout the fight, making sure you're renewing the tank every time. Make sure you keep Renew up. As you saw there, I got aggroed and I used Fade to get rid of all aggro. Don't forget to use that. Fade reduces all your threat for 10 seconds. So that also keeps the threat levels down, resets your threat. So don't forget to use that. If your players aren't using the light well, please remind them to use the light well, because the light well is extremely efficient, and you're always going to want players to use that. Once again, there you go. Fade straight in. Had loads of mobs on me. Use fade. Lost aggro. Little tip for you there. Make sure you're using fade. And there's the boss downing, part 1. But obviously, the small guy comes back and there's more. See, whenever, as you can see, I've got that spell proc there. That is an instant flash of light. So pretty much, whenever you use that, whenever you get that, you're going to want to use it because it's instant and it's free. And also gives you serendipity. I believe it's, yep, serendipity, the talent, which reduces the cast time by 10%. And the mana cost by 10%, and it stacks twice, so you could use that. Then, if you need to party heal, you could use Prayer of Healing and heal the party at a reduced cast rate and mana cost. So that's always good. So pretty much whenever you have that and you're in a fight, you're going to want to use it, and don't waste it, because it's only got a 6% chance to proc, I believe it is. So there you have it. There's a few tips and tricks for you to use whilst playing. Oh, there you go. See that skill? Right there. That's another one you could always use. As you saw, the mage was getting aggroed by the boss, so I life gripped him away from the boss, so he stopped taking damage. If you've got any questions that you would like answering to, what my talent setup is, etc., please don't hesitate to comment below, and I will get that answered for you. If you'd like to see anything else from the priest, some more dungeons, some more boss fights to get some ideas for you, to help you play, whatever. Also, don't forget to comment that. Other than that, that's a couple of bosses there for you. Just giving you a brief rundown of how you should be playing the priest, a holy priest, while you're healing. And there you have it. Whole party's still alive. Nobody's died. Nobody wiped on the last boss. Nobody wiped on this boss. I know they're easy bosses, but yeah. I'll leave you with this boss just so you can watch the fight without me rudely interrupting it again. But all I'm saying is, yes, definitely get Healbot and keybind your spells to it. If you don't know about Healbot, just Google it. Google what is Healbot, and it will tell you. Alternatively, if you can't bother to do that, then I can tell you what it is via the comments. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions. I will see you next time.
Rise and come to your master's aid! Hearken,